Now this is question 4 from worksheet 1A. You have this point and you want to see what the r theta of this point. Now I sent you earlier this with all the different angles. This will help you, will make this process very easy for you. To do this, now theta is tan inverse of y over x. So it's tan inverse, y is 1, negative 1, so it's the tan inverse of negative 1. If you go to your tan here, to see where the negative 1 is, you'll see the negative 1 in two positions. When it's 4 pi over 3, and again when it's 7 pi over 3. So that would be the first answer and the second answer. To do r squared is x squared plus y squared. So r squared is 2. Then r is root 2 or minus root 2. So there are two representations of this formula. You can represent it in two different ways. It's going r theta, so one of the r's 4 pi over 3. The other one is 7 pi over 3. One of them will have the positive root. One of them will have the negative root. So which one is negative? Now to know which one is negative, you need to find the location of this point. Negative 1 is here. This angle is this one here. So this is the angle that goes with this point. So this is the, what we call this, the correct angle. This is the angle that goes with this point. So the correct angle that goes with the point, we give it the positive root. This will have the negative root. I'll show you the other example given. We'll do the same process. So we start with theta. It's tan inverse y over x, so it's tan inverse of root 3. You go here, you'll see root 3 at pi over 3, and you see root 3 again at 4 pi over 3. If you do r squared, x squared plus y squared, that's 2 squared, 2 root 3 squared, that's 4, 4 times 3 is 12, that's 16. So r is positive, negative, root 16, positive, negative 4. So you go, the two angles, pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. Which one has the positive number? Which one has a negative number? Let's find the location of this. Since both numbers are positive, you're here. So this angle is the small angle. This angle is angle 60. This one is 60 degrees. So the one that goes with the point is this angle, so it takes the positive, takes the negative. I'll do one more. Tan theta is y over x. And if you go to look for this, you'll see it at 150 degrees, 5 pi over 6. This is 150 degrees. And you'll see it again at 330 degrees, which is 11 pi over 6. You also do the r squared, x squared plus y squared, so r would be positive negative square root of this. You go r theta, you have 2 thetas, 5 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6. Let's find this point, positive, negative, this one here. You see, this angle here is a big angle, so it must be this one. So this one is the one that goes with it. So this one will take the positive, this one will take the negative. Now, the second question here is the reverse, where you have the point in a different way. They give you the r theta, so they give you the r theta, they give you in polar system, they want it xy. This one is rather easy, this is question 5. Now, the first one is 1 with pi over 4. This is r, this is theta. I'll do a couple of them. This one is minus 2 and negative 7 pi over 6. Okay, we'll start with the first one. X is r cosine theta. So it's 1 cosine pi over 4. And if you go here, pi over 4 cosine is 1 over root 2. Y is r sine theta. So 1 sine pi over 4, which is also 1 over root 2. So this point is 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2. End of story. If you do the second one, x equals r cosine negative 7 pi over 6. Now the good thing about cosine is not affected by a negative sign. So you can do this as positive 7 pi over 6. And if you go here, 7 pi over 6, cosine is negative 3 root 2. So negative root 3 over 2, cancel, cancel, negative, negative is positive, so this is root 3. Y is r sine of negative 7 pi over 6. Now, sine is affected. So this negative will go out and will hit the other negative, makes it positive. And from here, 7 pi over 6, cosine is negative half, so this is 2, negative half, negative 1. So this point is x, y, root 3, negative 1. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video here, and then I'm gonna look at the other worksheet to see if there's anything different and the remaining questions.